enjoyed his time in Cleveland, which led to the handwritten goodbye letter to the city that he posted on social media. He said he felt a little rusty at the only practice he had with the team on Saturday after being off the field the last 2 weeks. I asked him during pregame warm-ups how much of the playbook he now knows and what we should expect. He just smiled and said, "We'll see." Steve?
All right, let's see how early and how often they go to him. Stafford's looking his way immediately, and there it is. That took about 11 seconds. Let's get him right in the game, right?
Why not?
Pick up a 5. That's perfect. Off to a big start in Santa Clara. Here is Matthew Stafford. Guess you could say they're having unprecedented success. You know the story with Detroit and in the postseason. As for last week, he said, "I basically spotted the Titans, 14 points. Turnovers killed us." He's got to correct it. He knows, and I imagine the entire league, especially San Francisco, was watching Tennessee tape this week. 2nd down and 5. Beckham, top of your screen. Try the ground game. Darrell Henderson has the first down. Out beyond the 40. Jimmy Ward's back in the 49ers lineup, forced him out, gain of 10.
Stars all over the football field tonight. Darrell Henderson, the running back from Memphis, you just saw him right there. He's going to be featured heavily in this run game, getting outside on the perimeter. Cooper Kupp, one of the best blockers and best receivers in the NFL. And for the 49ers, Nick Bosa has to show up tonight. Whenever Stafford drops back to pass, he has to make plays. And Fred Warner, one of the highest paid defensive players in the NFL, he has to show up against the run, against the pass, make his presence known.
Little bunch formation with 3 receivers to the right. Beckham is out of the game for now. Stafford throwing quickly to the right. Cooper Kupp, he's in the game, his first grab. And Fred Warner leading the way for the 49ers after pickup of 2.
That's exactly what we're talking about. When you're talking about precision and effort and physicality, that's what DeMeco Ryans was talking about as far as his defenders were concerned. Know what you're supposed to do, give great effort chasing the ball down, and then when you arrive with bad intentions and get that ball back for our offense.
This is something we're going to see from the Rams we haven't seen a whole lot of. That's huddling. And the reason they're huddling is to be able to communicate. When you have Odell Beckham in the game, you got to be able to communicate to him as to what he's supposed to do in the huddle.
Beckham back in there. Fake it to Henderson. Stafford has time. All sorts of time. Deep shot, middle of the field. Beckham was nowhere close. It is Jimmy Ward. Welcome back, Jimmy Ward for the 49ers. Picks off Matthew Stafford.
We wondered about these two in communication, and we see it right off the bat in the first drive. Matthew Stafford is anticipating Odell Beckham to continue on this route. It's a broken play, and Matthew Stafford is buying time. When you get to this situation right here, he just put it up, and you see that's Odell Beckham there. He just stops on the route.
Yeah, that's a nice job by San Francisco, though, of defending those 3 levels. That's how you start it off. That's how you give your offense more possessions. Now they got to cash in.
Check at that Rams bench. And Odell's doing a lot of talking, and you don't see Matthew Stafford yet.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of that going on tonight. You know, Matthew Stafford only had 2 live throws to him this week in practice, so they got to get together.
Elijah Mitchell is the ball carrier for the 49ers. First play from scrimmage, gets 4 yards, and Jimmy Garoppolo is the starting quarterback for San Francisco. He's actually played pretty well the last couple of weeks, and listen, they win with him. They don't without. Head coach Kyle Shanahan said, "Our team knows we haven't won without Jimmy." I think they also excited. We have a guy for the future, but it really hasn't changed anything with Jimmy. We'll get into the Trey Lance story. Hope to see him on the field at some point. Once again, they do have a package for Lance in the offense this week. That's Deebo Samuel, the wide receiver. They just want to get the ball in his hands any way they can and should have enough for the first down.
We talked about the physicality that 49ers need to play with. On the first 2 snaps, you see run game with Deebo Samuel, George Kittle blocking on the edge. That has to be the formula, and I don't think I need to say much about the stars on the Rams side. These two, just the best there is, maybe ever, on the same team now. I cannot wait to watch how this defense plays with Von Miller and Aaron Donald on the field at the same time.
On first down and 10, here's Jeff Wilson's first carry. Season debut for Jeff Wilson. He'll pick up 5. Had meniscus surgery wound up on the IR the first 8 weeks of the season with that knee injury. Good to get him back in the lineup, too.
If you like physical running backs, you like running backs who hit it downhill and will take it to defenders, then you need to keep an eye on Elijah Mitchell and Jeff Wilson. But Kyle Shanahan made no bones about it. Last year when we talked to him, and when we talked to him again this year, playing running back is hard. And these two guys who they have running the rock tonight, they do it as well as anyone from a physical standpoint.
Quick throw to Brandon Ayuk. And he won't get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss. Good job, Von Miller coming over to make the stop.
That's a great job from Von Miller. You know, everybody's excited about him rushing the passer, but he also has to play the perimeter. Here he is. Watch him on Kyle Juszczyk. One of the better blocking fullbacks, if not the best in the league. It's not a great block from Juszczyk, but Von has to force the edge, and then Jalen Ramsey finishes it up.
So Donald, Miller, Ramsey. Each player at each level of that defense for Los Angeles. You're talking about all-time players. 3rd down and 6. Garoppolo to throw. Able to complete. It's George Kittle. Has the tight end and plenty more. Pickup of 18.
If you get George Kittle matched up on Leonard Floyd's a pass rusher. When he has to guard, and he's going to have to do that from time to time in this base 3-4 outside linebacker position, matched up on Kittle, they'll go to him every time.
Kittle had a fumble last week. He said he spent all week carrying a football around like they do in high school. Good reminder from the 40. It's Mitchell. He'll get a yard, the rookie out of Louisiana. Leonard Floyd to stop.
Look, Raheem Morris, the defensive coordinator, told us we have to set the edge, not cat the edge, not catch it, set it. That's going to be a heavyweight battle all night long between George Kittle and whoever the end man is on the line of scrimmage. You can see it right now. They are trying to come out and knock this team right in the mouth, and the Rams have to be up for it. And Raheem said, look, don't worry about it. We got it handled. Yeah. They know what the deal is. Watch that all night long, those battle on the edges.
Deebo Samuel across midfield.
There's more than one way to take care of the edges. Here's Floyd. We just talked about him. Now they're going to bring the back and cut. This is the inside split zone. Really well designed from Kyle Shanahan. So you're going to give those end men on line of scrimmage as many looks as you possibly can with as many different people. How many times you see a halfback go and cut the end man on line of scrimmage like that, and then a receiver gets the ball? Really well designed by Kyle Shanahan.
Saw Aaron Donald on the sideline for the Rams. 8th play of this drive coming up. Wilson. And you can see Marquise Copeland makes the stop, just elevated from the practice. You can see the 49ers game plan. It's obvious.
I think they might run the ball 40 times tonight. And why not? Listen, if you want to establish that physicality and keep Matthew Stafford on the sideline, why wouldn't you take that approach?
Now, one of the things that Raheem Morris, the defensive coordinator of the Rams, is going to have to decide is, are 3 bigs up front, 3 down linemen, is that enough? Do I need to go to 4 down linemen, 2 outside linebackers? Do I need to put more beef up front if this is how they're going to continue to pound us?
See if Jimmy got him. Looked like he did. But they're just running it with Elijah Mitchell. Referee tonight is Sean Smith.
They got Terrell Lewis.
Offside. Defense number 52. 5-yard penalty. Replay. 2nd down.
Rams coming off a season high in which they had 12 penalties a week ago. That was just a big part of their problems against Tennessee. Prior to that last week, they've been the least penalized team in the NFL. Second and 1 at the LA 41. Mitchell. Battle at the line. We'll see where they mark him on the forward progress. A'Shawn Robinson and Ernest Jones made sure of it. Going to be short. Niners want to go fast here.
Watch Juszczyk, 44 on the linebacker Reader.
And they snap it quickly and have the first down. Quarterback keeper Jimmy G got that one.
You're going to hear this game. At home, you're going to hear it. And we're going to shut up so you can hear it from time to time. But I can hear it up here in the booth. They're swapping paint. As Keith Jackson likes to say.
I haven't stood still since this game started. I mean, you just know that right now they're sending a message. They want to let you know, look, we're going to turn this into a street fight. We're going to do what we do best.
Here's Mitchell. Trying to find a hole. Greg Gaines and Copeland made the stop. No gain.
You know, that being said, it's very hard to go 10, 12, 15 play drives. I mean, the Niners have run the ball. This is now their 11th play or 12th play coming up, and they're only on the 39-yard line. So
they've only passed it twice.
The Rams think, you know, okay, you can go this way. You're not going to get points. You're going to at some point make a mistake.
This is a drive that started at the San Francisco 7. 2nd and 10. Good pocket. Garoppolo has it. Able to complete. Juszczyk. Stopped by Troy Reader. Gain of 6. 3rd down.
It's one of the things I love the best about Kyle Juszczyk is the fact that this is a former college tight end that's not playing fullback, that when you split him out, if you're in regular personnel, 2 backs, a tight end, and 2 wides, now all of a sudden you got 12 personnel. You got 2 tight ends because he can do both. And you see his route running ability right there. Just the ultimate Swiss Army knife, the ultimate pro.
At the LA 33 now. 3rd and 4. Garoppolo. Kittle. First down, San Francisco.
Just watch George Kittle here. He's matched up against Reader, and right here you got to take inside leverage here. Although there's a safety sitting high and inside, you're going to have to defend the middle of the field first, because if you let George Kittle cross your face and then have Greengrass to run, that's a problem.
Well, Reader's outside leverage because Rapp, he's banking on him to come down and take leverage. What happens then, if he comes down faster, now the seam opens up. So that's the challenge for Raheem Morris in this defense.
I'll tell you, with the depth that that safety's playing at, there's no way I'm letting him cross my face.
Samuel gets the corner and knocked out of bounds. Bring up a 2nd down and short. Darius Williams was there. Pickup of 8.
I love what San Francisco's doing. Watch Wilson. He comes across. He's going to get a double team on the edge. Right there. Bam. He hits Von Miller, and that's what gets Deebo Samuel to the edge. It's a little bit of a different look. You're not expecting a double team if you're Von Miller with a tight end and a halfback coming in motion. It's a really well-designed play.
15th play of the drive. He said 15th play of the drive. And it's Jeff Wilson down to the 12. First down. In a fast-moving first quarter.
Just watch Jeff Wilson's vision, the jump cuts, the pad level. You see when a running back dips on you like that, meaning he lowers his pads and initiates contact on the 2nd level, you know that they mean business. And I can tell you this right now, the safeties and the linebackers of the LA Rams, they are going to have to bring it tonight, because these running backs are running just as Kyle said that they would.
118!
Pitch it to Mitchell. You can see him running downhill. Give him 5. Jordan Fuller brought him down.
It's the same play. It's the same play over and over. Here, this time it's Warner. He's going to come and he's going to get the double team block with Kittle on the outside. And now the safety Fuller starts to show up. And when that happens, that's when play action comes into this offense.
Yeah, as from a depth perspective, they're going to start creeping down further and further when you're playing split safety cover 4 looks, because they know that they have to support their linebackers in the run. And you're right. At some point in time, they're going to set them up and go for a shot.
They've run that play 6 times on this drive.
Nobody better in the red zone than the 49ers. Not that time. Mitchell is stopped for a loss. Aaron Donald has had enough.
That's a nice play by Aaron Donald right here. You're going to see it. You're going to see him right here. Watch the quick arm over. It's like, where did he go?
Well, that's the first time they started running the ball at 99. Now, a good strategy is run away from 99.
Yeah.
Don't run towards him.
Third down and 6. Need the 2 for a first down. Garoppolo lofts one, end zone caught, touchdown. George Kittle, and the 49ers strike first.
This is a great read from Jimmy Garoppolo. You're going to see this safety come down, this one go back, and that opens up this hole right here for George Kittle. They wanted a 3 deep zone. They got it. You got to put that ball right on him before the corner comes off. And a great catch from George Kittle. What a drive.
Robbie Gould for the extra point. Got it down. It's up and it's good. Off the interception. Niners started at their own 7-yard line. And then it's just your garden variety. 18-play, 11-minute scoring drive. Touchdown. Garoppolo to Kittle. Non-profit partners by visiting NFL.com/salute. Well, if you haven't heard, Matthew Stafford and Cooper Kupp, they got a breakfast club going. They watch film, they eat breakfast each and every morning, and that's led to them racking up touchdowns. And the 1,019 yards gained through the first 9 games together is the most by a duo since 1950. And just Stafford wearing Judd Nelson's gloves, I think that's pretty cool.
That Anthony Michael Hall.
I like it.
I think that was Emilio Estevez there. Where's Molly Ringwald? All right. The Niners score first. We'll see how the Rams counter. Feels like Stafford hasn't been on the field in a long time. Set up the screen at Darrell Henderson with blockers in front. And he'll get out beyond the 30-yard line and pick up 6. Marker is down.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, offense number 77. 15-yard penalty. Play first down.
That's the veteran Andrew Whitworth. 39-year-old in his 16th year.
Yeah, you can't come and clean up the pile. And you can't come with a crown of your helmet, certainly. But that's a sign of how physical this game has started and some of the frustration. I mean, when's the last time the Rams had 5 offensive plays and the first quarter's almost over? So they understand. If they didn't get the message from that first drive from the 49ers that this is going to be a physical fistfight.
90 seconds left, first quarter. Stafford to throw. Cooper Kupp. Second grab for Kupp on the night. So Whitworth, on December the 12th, he'll turn 40 years old. The only older player in the NFL is Tom Brady. But when Whitworth was making his NFL debut, that's what Sean McVay looked like.
That's a great picture.
How about that?
That's a great picture.
Sean going to be happy about us showing that? Here Stafford has time, throws too high and nearly intercepted. Emmanuel Mosley nearly picked off Stafford for the second time.
So we haven't mentioned the name of Ben Skowronek, but here he is, number 18. He's a rookie out of Notre Dame, and he's the one that is going to be charged more so than Odell Beckham with replacing Robert Woods in this game. And that was not his fault by any stretch, but not on the same page with Matthew Stafford, certainly.
3rd and 11. Quick throw is struggled, and it's intercepted as Jimmy Ward again. Ward stays on his feet, end zone, touchdown. When And off the hands of Tyler Higbee, and Jimmy Ward has 2 interceptions in the first quarter tonight. And that's a pick-6 for the 49ers.
Great recognition, great big-time play by Jimmy Ward, a guy who they needed to show up tonight. Can't show up any better than that.
They run Robbie Gould out for the extra point, and he boots it through.
This was a San Francisco team starved for turnovers. They finally got one in the end zone.
And your drink.
On the field, and pick-6, somewhat similar. That's Byard running it in there. And Stafford took all the heat from last week's loss, finds himself in a somewhat similar place here, late first quarter in Santa Clara.
Yeah, completely uncharacteristic of him a week ago, and now Tyler Higbee responsible for that last one.
Stafford wants to throw. And it's Van Jefferson able to make the grab. Good for 15. And that's how the first quarter will come to an end. All the talk about OBJ and Von Miller, and the Niners lead 14-0.
Y'all heard it here. If you want to be fresh, you got to refresh.